with a skilled trade are never broke, and the data proves it. That single statement carries more financial wisdom than 4 years of college coursework for a significant portion of the American workforce. A licensed electrician with a full client schedule does not call their parents asking for grocery money. A certified welder running their own shop does not need their mother to cover their rent. A plumber with a solid reputation and a booked calendar does not ask their father to fund their vacation. Skilled tradespeople have something that no economic downturn, no inflation spike, and no corporate layoff can fully erase: a specific, marketable, immediately deployable ability that the world will always need and will always pay for. The contrast with the current reality of financially untrained adult children is documented and alarming. According to Savings.com's fourth annual study on parental financial support, half of all parents with adult children now provide regular financial assistance to their grown offspring, a 3-year high. The average monthly support has reached $1,474 per month, nearly $18,000 annually, representing a 6% increase from the previous year. Working parents who support adult children are contributing more than twice as much money monthly to those children as they contribute to their own retirement accounts. Nearly 50% of supporting parents have sacrificed their own financial security to keep their adult children afloat. And 40% felt pressured to give even when it meant dangerously stretching their own resources. The root cause of this crisis is not the economy alone, though rising costs are real. The deeper cause is a generation of young adults who were never taught to do anything specific, never trained to produce anything of tangible value, and never held accountable to the financial discipline that self-sufficiency demands. A child raised without financial responsibility arrives at adulthood holding the expectation of comfort without the tools to create it. That expectation is exactly what the data shows. 83% of financially dependent adult children are receiving grocery support, 63% are receiving housing assistance, 65% are having their cell phones paid for, and 46% are having their vacations funded by parents who are simultaneously sacrificing their retirement security to do it. The contrast with a child trained in a skilled trade from an early age is not subtle, it is total. Picture two young people at age 24. The first spent childhood with unstructured leisure, no assigned responsibilities, no financial education, and was directed toward a 4-year degree in a field with uncertain employment prospects. At 24, they are among the 87% of Gen Z adults receiving parental grocery support, the 66% receiving rent assistance, and the 56% having vacations funded by parents. They have a degree, significant student debt, no practical skill, and no clear income trajectory. They are not failing because they are bad people. They are failing because nobody equipped them for anything specific. The second child spent their teenage years learning a trade. Summers working alongside an electrician, weekends in a plumbing apprenticeship, evenings learning how to read blueprints or weld structural steel. At 24, they are a licensed journeyman earning $65,000 to $85,000 annually with a clear path to $100,000 and beyond. They own their car. They pay their rent. They have savings. They have never called their parents asking for grocery money because they have never needed to. Not because life has been easier for them, but because they carry a skill that the world will pay for every single day they choose to use it. Financial responsibility is not a personality trait some people are born with. It is a learned behavior instilled through early exposure to consequence, contribution, and the direct experience of earning through effort. A child who learns at 12 that their labor produces income, that income requires management, and that skills determine earning power is a child who arrives at adulthood with a completely different relationship to money than one who learned none of those things. The data shows that parents are now spending $1,474 monthly on adult children who learned none of those lessons in time. That money, redirected into a parent's retirement account over 10 years with modest returns, would represent a transformative difference in a family's long-term financial security. The most loving thing a parent can do for a child's financial future is refuse to raise an adult who needs rescuing. That refusal does not look like hardship. It looks like intentional preparation. It looks like teaching a child to earn before they learn to spend, to produce before they expect to receive, and to develop a skill specific enough that the economy will always need them. People with a skilled trade are never broke. The data tells us what happens to everyone else.